like this is a reason that diversity is bad. And it's like, this is not what people are asking for.
At
And
all.
for him to have the biggest megaphone, or not the biggest, a megaphone to be able to screen this stuff from the mountaintops and be a representative. I didn't
Right.
elect DJ Khaled as the homie in chief of People of Color Golf Organization.
Yeah, he
I
is
didn't
not my
elect
answer.
him. Welcome back to the Bearded Bros Golf Show. I'm Rod.
And I'm Marcus.
I thought long and hard about this particular topic that I'm about to bring up, but I feel like golf, and I want to choose my words very carefully here. It does have an access problem, right? Like I don't believe everything requires quote unquote diversity, and that's not the point. But it has an access problem, right? So you can buy cheap clubs, you can go play at your local muni. Is the game still more expensive than a lot of sports? Yeah. So let's say we grew up on stick and ball sports. So you have a basketball in your possession. You can go find a basketball hoop, and your barrier to entry is what? Free.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you just show up at the court, you play football, you have a football, you find an open piece of grass, you can toss the football around, play, etc. Golf, no matter what you do, every part of it has a cost to it. And so that doesn't allow for everybody to play. And I'm not saying that everybody necessarily should be playing golf, but DJ Khaled made some interesting comments this week that I have a problem with for a couple of different reasons. And it's because it's the most unfocused message that you could imagine when trying to advocate for anything, right? So we know DJ Khaled's been trying to get into golf for quite a while, and that's cool, right? We always say the more eyes that are on golf means more
Yeah.
courses have popularity, are able to stay open. We don't see golf courses closing across the country, etc. There's more money being poured into the game, more R&D. It becomes cool to play golf. More people that look like you are able to play golf. That's cool. It's not a requirement, and that's why I say there's an access issue. But the way he goes about it is kind of bullshit. So I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. So we have this man, the nemesis in my eyes, DJ Khaled, right down the middle. Hand me my putter. If you watch any level of golf Instagram, you've heard his voiceovers, and so ESPN's I'm gonna say Mr. Kumar writes that DJ Khaled wants to play on the PGA Tour. Immediately, I was just like, "What?"
Immediately no.
Immediately, no.
Immediately no.
Khaled, 47, aged 47, who has recently picked up the game. I want to emphasize that in the last few years, and is severely overweight. I want to also talk about that as well. Is convinced he'll help break down barriers in golf to make the sport more diverse, and that he'll eventually play on the PGA Tour. It's extreme. It's an extremely tall order. Will it change anything? I don't know, but I do know there's something profound about people of color having this much fun on a golf course. That's fine. People, and this is where it turns kind of silly to me. And then it's already unfocused with him talking about trying to play on the PGA Tour. But people are riding around in circles, people munching on Jamaican jerk chicken, people hollering at each other from across the course. There's no fear of being told you're too loud or that you're doing too much, something that worries me in mostly white spaces. Maybe Khaled can't transform golf any more than Tiger Woods couldn't, but he has transformed this course. I'm assuming where they did this interview on this afternoon. He's claimed golf. So I also have a problem with the author and the way that they kind of, I don't know, it's like a throwaway line there at the end. Again, this is to me not advocacy. This is almost to the point of a character, a minstrel show. Just it's clownish. Jerk chicken and riding around in circles and yelling. I don't know, man. I don't see anybody out here advocating for that. And maybe that's my circle's too small. Like I have a pretty lively group of dudes that I play golf with, right? It's a bigger group, like to have fun. But at the end of the day, everybody's typically respectful of other people's space on the golf course. If you're over a ball, you don't want to hear a bunch of yelling, loud music. If you're serious about the game, there's a bunch of places you can go party and bullshit. I just don't know if the golf course, to me, is a place for that. There's tons of fun that I have out there, but it doesn't involve yelling or eating spicy meat on the golf course. What do you think, man? I don't know. I'm so kind of over the buffoonery, and maybe I've seen this coming for a while, but this kind of jumps the shark.
Rod, I'm really I'm shaking almost. I'm really trying not to lose my shit right now because this is some of the most bullshit I've ever seen in my life about the game of golf. First of all, this is not helping with accessibility. First of all, DJ Khaled is a multi-millionaire, almost a billionaire. All the hookups in the world to Nike Golf, Jordan Golf, TaylorMade, all his shit's free. This is not helping accessibility. Second of all, the places Khaled can play, my boy Jamal can't play. I can't play. That's not helping accessibility. Again, if we're talking about diversity, if we're talking about getting us on the court, on the course, or even on the range, or even in the pro shop, that's not helping accessibility. That is not helping diversity. That is helping DJ Khaled anyway. So that's point number one. Point number two,
right?
First of all, that's off rip. Second of all, DJ Khaled is 47, and like you mentioned, he is not in the best shape. Now, again, anybody that watches this show or anybody that is even a casual golfer knows this is an athletic game. The game has been athletic, and there is no room for out of shape PGA players like that because they're not even going to make it through 72 holes, let alone 36, let alone 18 walking with a caddy.
Yes.
Again, so that's another strike off the list. Third, nobody's saying that we don't like having a fun time on the course. There is plenty of avenues for you to enjoy yourself, with whether it be with libations or with music. Keep it to your group, though. You can talk and play golf regularly and casually, and it'd be fine. I've played for bread with the homies. We've been talking in the middle of the backswings. It's no problem. It's what we're used to. It's what we do. It's not what everybody on the course is used to. It's not what everybody on the course is governed to. Again, if you keep it within your confines of your friendship, your friend group, and your hole that you're on, perfectly fine. No beef with that. No qualms with that. But when it comes to yelling from hole 9 to hole 11 because you saw Vicente out there or you saw Steve out there, what are we talking about, bro? Why are we talking about, again, this to me, I feel like I don't even want this to be it's such a major level to me because I feel like this is low-key prejudice.
It's pandering. It's pandering.
Why are we talking about jerk chicken? I just want to fight, bro. I just want to fight.
It's like what somebody would imagine that people he uses himself as a person of color. It's like what somebody would assume somebody that's a person of color would like, and it's not.
It's not, bro.
It's you're listening to two people that play golf and like to have fun, and we clown, we have fun, but what he's talking about is buffoonery to me.
Truly a clown show.
And so that's like you said, it almost feels like he's clowning, and it's like I don't like that as the representation. But the comment section underneath this post was so infuriating that I had to just bow out because it was people who take him serious and this is a reason that diversity is bad, and it's like this is not what people are asking for. And for him to have the biggest megaphone, or not the biggest, a megaphone to be able to screen this stuff from the mountaintops and be a representative. I didn't elect DJ Khaled as the homie in chief of People of Color Golf Organization. I didn't elect him. So it just aggravates me that he has gotten like, dude, I'm all for people again exposing golf to the masses and others that may not have been engaged or aware of it, right? We
Exactly.
always talk about we would have loved to have played golf growing up. It just wasn't even a thing. So like this week is a good example. My daughter went to First Tee. This program is 25 years old. And so imagine that
I'm
at this point
35. You're
I'm
40.
20, I'm four at
Yeah.
41, right? So I would have been
Right.
15, 16 at its inception. So it isn't like First Tee blew up and was all over the country out of nowhere, right? At that point, we were
Exactly.
pretty deep into our sports careers and just doing what we were doing. And so for this, dude to just kind of become the representative of what golf should look like in terms of growing the game, I don't, like you can use that influence to help again fund First Tee, which I think is an amazing
Right.
organization for to grow the game, grow people's life skills. And a lot of those people when they come through First Tee and do it for several years, it isn't the golf that they end up doing professionally or so a lot of them play collegiately, but they go on to successfully have careers and
Right.
expand their lives, and that's to me the biggest advantage of golf as is the people interaction and the people that you meet on the golf course and the opportunities that it affords you. And
Yep.
that's where to me golf has grown, not being a goddamn clown out there on the links and
Right.
just like turning it into a club. I'm pretty sure he's a member of a country club somewhere. Dude, that's what the clubhouse is for you to socialize and have a good time and enjoy yourself, maybe foolishly, whatever, right? You can enjoy yourself with the guys at that
Yeah.
point. But I don't know. His interpretation of that and the whole thing about being able to, be able to make the PGA Tour is delusional.
It
And
truly
to
is.
me, I mean, his golf game is about as mid as his music is to me. I hadn't listened to a DJ Khaled album since like, what is it, The Keys or whatever that one was. That's the
Right.
last one that I've actually paid attention to because he's mediocre. It's like low effort,
He is a
content on the golf
facilitator.
course. He's a facilitator. And
So
and at this
he needs to
point,
be
if he's
facilitating the right
facilitating golf,
people.
he's the worst.
Exactly.
Yes, put people in place that can better be a representative
Yeah.
of your vision. But again, that statement was like the most all over the place statement. And at
So
the end of the day,
inflammatory.
I'm gonna say this with the most disrespect.
Right.
Fuck
You do
DJ
not speak for
Khaled.
you do not speak for me, bro. 100%, bro.
So I
Let me just
just
say two
yeah,
more
I'm
things,
like
Raj. Let me just say
yeah,
two more things real quick. First of all, again, golf, heat, sun exposure, athletic, Caribbean jerk chicken, one of the heaviest foods ever. That shit don't even make sense, bro. Give me a wrap, bro. Give me like a little. I mean, anyways, we're gonna go past that. We're gonna go past that. I'm not gonna
okay.
get hung up on that. If we're
Okay.
talking about accessibility and the right kind of influencer, again, now is he always right? No. But is he a better representation of what we're trying to represent and get out there as far as like people of our hue? I would say Roger Steele is a better influencer and facilitator of golf to coolness or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it than DJ Khaled ever will be. And again, Roger Steele has been in the game for a very long time. Dad, PGA coach, dad, police officer, Roger
Yeah.
Steele
Doing the
shoots in
work.
the
Doing
70s
the work.
regularly.
Doing the
I
work
mean,
in the community.
exactly. Comes back to Chicago, where he's from, to help his dad run a golf camp all summer. Well, not maybe not. He's not there all summer, but he is very much there for multiple weeks to help out and reach out to his community. Again, I feel like even Eric Lottery is a better representation. Now, he is the one that's like, yo, I'm not necessarily built for this game, but I'm gonna make it look cool and I'm gonna get us out there. And every person that he's been out there has been cool as a rule. I mean, whether it be his original guys, um the names are slipping me right now because they're all
Yeah.
cool names. But like again, And then he bring in every shade. He brought the Bubba Sparks looking guy that was fully tatted, cool. He bought the guy that looked like his name was Billy Joe. Then he got the guy that looked like his name was Hakeem. He got the whole boat. Again, if DJ Khaled didn't have so much damn money, we wouldn't be talking about this shit. The right people need to be in this situation with the right money. Roger Steele, I need you to get your money up, my boy. Please.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. I hope that
Get
he
in the right
continues.
doors. Yeah, keep doing it.
No,
Please.
no, and I think Roger Steele is heading in the right direction in terms of his influence, and big time with Nike, with
Callaway, he's been doing
Callaway.
the On the Range, CBS
Yeah,
Network. He was just picked up. He
he
was
kind
doing
of
on course interviews and
he
stuff.
kind of. I just saw a YouTube video the other day, a little crossover with like True Links Wear with Joel Damon. So he's getting out there, right? We've been
Right.
aware of him for a while, and Callaway's giving him some burn, and so I think that he'll get there, right? But as you know, sometimes serious contributors do not get the credit, and it's easier to push forward some tomfoolery rather than people who are actually doing the work.
Very true.
And maybe
Very true.
that is part of the thing with golf, right? Maybe golf has always been its kind of own thing and wanted to be alone. And so, pushing forward a fool helps kind of block legitimate, inclusion into the game. So maybe I'm thinking about that way too deeply or whatnot. But at the end of the day, shout out to Roger Steele and double thumbs down to DJ Khaled for their involvement. Keep playing the game, but shut up in terms of talking about diversity. You're not developed or deep enough to have an opinion and represent that side of the equation sufficiently. So
I just feel like you need a few more experiences before you can speak for a whole entire group of people.
Yep, and we have a comment. DJ Khaled, love the energy, but the game sucks. And yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
I was all for it, and I think the reason, like, I've thought about talking about DJ Khaled before, especially as his profile has grown and kind
Yeah.
of the sounds on Instagram have blown up.
Right. The
But
sound bites and
the
shit. Yeah.
comments this week just really pushed me over the edge in terms of the clownery and this foolishness that comes with him. So yeah, and that's it, right? We talked about him being overweight and having clownish ideas, but his game is horrible. Like
It's literally
nobody
trash.
cares about you hitting it 215 straight off the tee. That's not going anywhere. That probably wouldn't even pass in either one of our golf groups.
No.
So in addition to him being limited in talent, and having bad takes on diversity in golf. Thanks, Tigers Mundo, for the comment. But yeah, man, don't get me started on this DJ Khaled shit. There's other clownish stuff out here in the world of golf that we could probably hit on, but I think we have we have both driven our blood pressure up sufficiently enough for today.
Yeah. Please.